Hey guys, it's Anita here from Flowerfolk Farm, and I am in a bit of a shambles at the moment. As you can see behind me, I have had some work going on here at the farm, and I'll give you a bit of an update about what's happening with that in a minute. In 2 videos ago, I think it was, I did the Just Beat It challenge, and I wanted to show you the progress of those seeds. They're doing amazing. Okay, so we have babies. So I'll put the video of me planting these little guys down in the description so you can actually see how I did it and some of the tips and tricks I had. But I actually planted out 3 varieties. So I did the Chioggia, the Early Wonder, and the Bull's Blood. Now, I have had some issues with the Bull's Blood ones. As you can see, what's happened is the tips of them have been chewed off by something. I suspect it's probably an earwig, but I'm just going to leave them because they may actually still do okay. But when I lifted up the bottom to look for an earwig, have a look at what I found. Look at all the root action that's happening there. Can you see those little pink shoots that are coming out down the bottom? That's actually roots. There's obviously some good stuff happening underneath, so I'm going to let them go and just keep my eye on them. But everything else is doing great. These guys came up first, so the Early Wonder came up first, and the Chioggia and the Bull's Blood came up next, but they're all doing really well. So if you're looking for an early variety of beetroot, I would go for the Early Wonder. I've got something very exciting happening here at the farm that I wanted to share with you, and it's been a year in the making. This is actually going to get flattened today. I've got a Bobcat coming in preparation for another project that is starting here really soon in this space behind me, and that is my Polytunnel. I'm so excited. This was meant to happen around this time last year when I finished up my job, and it just never happened. And then I got into the growing season, and it's just been one of those things that has been put to the side. So now that my growing season is finished for this year and I've got my first season under my belt, I am now getting prepped for the next season, and this is the big job that I'm focusing on. Okay, so we are just in the cool room here at Geelong Flower Farm, and you can see there's a lot of flowers. So this is where I get most of my excess flowers that I need that I don't grow at the farm. A lot of these flowers are grown locally here within the Geelong region, and I have a wholesale account here, so I'm able to get anything that I can't grow. And as you can see, the selection is pretty amazing. So today the idea is that I get my orders in for Mother's Day because I've got 2 events that I'm running. So today I'm going to be doing a selection of what will go into those bouquets and putting my order in and getting them all ready ahead of time. Guy is still going with the Bobcat that you can see behind me. He doesn't want to be on camera, so not everybody wants their mug on YouTube. So he's in the background working away, and he's still going. We have come across one minor issue, and that is that the mound of dirt was full of rocks, and not just little rocks, they are big ones. So we're going to have to work out what we do with those next. Okay, so you know how when they say sometimes things get worse before they get better? Yeah, it's got a little bit worse. Anyway, I feel so sorry for this poor Bobcat guy. He has had his work cut out for him. Here's the rock pile, and I'm sure he's said a few choice words just quietly because it's been a big job. Anyway, we haven't dug up any dead bodies yet, so that's always a bonus. Got my son Harry helping me here today because we've also spray painted the shed into a grey colour. So you guys will have seen this shed in the background of most of my videos. And now it's, oh, sorry about the sunshine there. There we go. It looks really good and it matches our house, which is this colour. But today Harry is getting out, we had some invasive weeds and plants here, so he's getting rid of that. And he's got his little helper. Hello. Okay, so there's the mess behind me. And as you can see, the flower field now is pretty much at the point where it's dormant. It's started to stop producing. I've got a few more cosmos left, but not a lot. I'll use those for an event I've got next week, but all the dahlias are pretty much dying down, and the garden is telling me now that it's time to stop. And so what I've chosen to do as a seasonal grower is stop for the winter. So that'll give me the chance to get the rest of the beds up there that I showed you in my previous video ready for the next season, and also give me the chance to get our polytunnel done here. So where Sadie is sitting right now is probably about where it'll start. So that gives me the chance to I guess extend my growing season, but more importantly, it gives me a chance to grow food. Okay, so one of the things I'm doing over winter is running victory garden workshops at a local community centre, and that'll be all around teaching people how to start their own victory garden and how to grow food for their family year round. And there's a whole lot of stuff in that that is really helpful for communities in setting up their own food system. And I'll also be running the same thing here at the farm. So I have had someone ask me whether I will be putting videos up explaining a bit about how to set up a victory garden, and the answer is yes, absolutely. So stay tuned for that. Well guys, I better get moving. I've got a whole lot of seeds to plant out today, but I just wanted to say a huge thank you for joining me today. It's been great to have you along. I really appreciate all of you watching and taking the time to come along for the ride with me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye! Mwah.